Best Sports Talk, proudly located in downtown Lincoln on the corner of 11th and O.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Is your air conditioner ready for the hot weather ahead? Get it checked now before you really need it. Call Bryant now to schedule your spring air conditioning service check. No matter what brand equipment you have, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean, inspect, and test to make sure it's ready to cool efficiently when hot weather hits. Stay cool and comfortable with air conditioning services from Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111 to schedule your AC check. Bryant, whatever it takes.
At DWE Generations, having a plan matters, especially when it comes to protecting what's most important. They work with individuals, families, and business owners to help make smart financial decisions that support life today and set the foundation for generations. David Darlington, Russell Walton, and Cody Eiler bring decades of experience, and their dedicated team provides follow-through, answering questions, explaining next steps, and staying connected as life evolves. DWE Generations, a generational wealth planning firm. DWE Generations is a marketing name for individuals doing business as representatives of Northwestern Mutual. Visit generations.nm.com or call 402-483-7871 and ask for David, Russell, or Cody.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement. There are so many realtors in Lincoln and Omaha, but don't get overwhelmed by all the no-names, plus all the different companies. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate is your go-to option, whether buying or selling residential, luxury, leasing, investment properties, or commercial property, small or large. Ben's team offers decades of experience, unbeatable customer service, and promises to fully protect your interests throughout the entire transaction. Call 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate.
Nutrition Authority presents Fusion 30, an ultra premium protein ideal for anyone wanting to look, feel, and perform their best. Fusion 30 can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today for a free sample, visit with a certified nutritionist, and get better than internet pricing. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Bounce over to the baseline. It's time for First Serve with Nebraska women's tennis student athlete Reya Lee Coe. Join Reya as she takes you through life as a college tennis player and more. Here's First Serve with Reya Lee Coe on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome. You are listening to First Serve live on 93.7 The Ticket. If you're new here, I'm Reya Lee Coe, a junior on the women's tennis team here at the University of Nebraska. And each week I kind of always end up bringing my teammates because they're always my first pick. And today we have two brand new ones. So if you're new here, yes, again, I'm Reya Lee Coe, and I'm here with Emma Rizzetto and Tiziana Rossini. So guys, how are you doing today?
We're good. We're excited to be here.
So our team, there's only three American, or I guess Conley can count as half. 2.5 total Americans. Conley is kind of from Germany, kind of from all over. And then me and Katie are the only two other Americans. But Tizi, who her real name's Tiziana, who we call Tizi, is from, I'm going to let you say it because I'm going to say it completely wrong.
I'm from Argentina.
What? Where in Argentina?
Buenos Aires.
Yes, I'm not going to try and say it. And Emma is from
Valencia, Italy, which is close to Milan because probably people don't even know what Valencia is. So like an hour from Milan. Yes.
Okay. So the two of them transferred together here from Virginia Commonwealth after their freshman year. We're all the same grade. I guess I'll kind of let them just talk about your freshman year at VCU, what you liked, what you didn't like. And I mean, y'all can interrupt each other if you want, but go ahead.
I start. Yeah. I mean, I think it was like a great freshman year, like overall in general. didn't really know about college as much whenever I came here. It was just like a great opportunity for me to continue like playing tennis and study in like another country. So yeah, it was a great year. I feel like we had like what we needed in terms of like resources and stuff, even though here we have much more. But like at the time being there in a small school, I felt like
You
I
didn't
had,
know any
yeah,
different either.
I had
Yeah.
like everything I needed. And I feel like as a group, we really got along pretty well. And we had, I mean, good coaches. So I felt like it was overall a pretty good freshman year.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say, coming from like at least from Argentina, even if we didn't have the resources that we have here, it felt like a lot more that what we had at home. So
Mhm.
like I was surprised, like it was still like a lot. Of course, when I came here, I was like, oh, there's even like better things. But there, yeah, it was a really good year.
So-
It was like a change. I mean, we had to adapt to many things, like at least for me, like culture wise.
Yeah.
But I guess like there we were all internationals. Like we didn't
Yeah.
have
No
any
Americans?
Americans.
No Americans,
Dang.
no cars on the team.
Yeah.
So walking
I'm-
everywhere, literally
I'm the
walking
team Uber
everywhere.
driver. I'm
Yeah.
team
Yeah.
Uber driver. But
Yeah.
so same thing back to your freshman year. What was that like going from obviously Europe and South America now to the United States? Not necessarily just the tennis piece, but like you said, it was kind of different culturally. Was there anything that surprised you?
I mean, I feel like I have been traveling a lot since I was probably like 12 for tennis. So I had an idea of like what like different cultures look like. So it wasn't like, of course, it was shocking because it's not the same as like, it's not the same traveling than like actually living in a different
Yeah.
country. But I guess I had an idea. But it was like, I mean, everything is different. Even like the time we eat, like
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like
actually-
in Europe, do you
Yes.
you eat later?
yeah,
late,
we
yeah.
eat like at 8:39, and
Yeah.
here like that's
Oh,
like
no.
bedtime.
bedtime.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. I'm in bed on my
Yeah.
iPad at
Yeah.
that time.
So like even that, like my freshman year, I was like not really adapting to that. Like I was
Mhm.
just like cooking like at home and eating the time I used to like eat back home. But like at some point you gotta adapt because like it's
Yeah,
You
team dinner
cannot-
at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
You just go,
yeah. Especially now. So obviously you said that your freshman year was great, which is awesome because when people transfer, unfortunately, sometimes it's not awesome. So what was the decision like behind having a good year and then wanting to enter the transfer portal?
I mean, we had like our head coach leaving, and
Did she go somewhere else?
she like changed job, like
She's
went
working
to work
with,
for,
like, WTA.
or something.
Okay, so WTA is like Women's Tennis Association. So they're
pro.
like the pro
yeah.
tennis, like their VCU coach is now, I guess, coaching, on the WTA
I don't
tour.
Yeah,
think
is
she's
what we
like a
call it.
manager. She has
something-
like a
yeah.
managerial like role
Okay.
in the WTA tour.
Yeah,
Well, anyways, she decided to like quit the job as a head coach, and she kind of did it like in the middle of the summer. We got like a call basically.
Yeah, it was like kind
with
of like
her.
a month before like we were like about to start like,
like
the
back
fall.
in August.
Yeah.
like
It
August
was like
2024.
like beginning of July.
Okay.
And we got this call with her like telling us that she was gonna like quit the job and go somewhere else. And also something happened for like the men's tennis program.
Yeah.
Their budget got cut by 10%, so like you never know how those things go, and you always try, like, we didn't know if that was gonna happen to our program as well or not. And so I was kind of scared of that like happening for us too. And then we also, the athletic director back at the time, he said that they were gonna like hire a new head coach, and then the process got like
Delayed.
delayed and stuff. So we kind of felt like, oh, maybe like something is actually gonna change here, and we didn't really know how the future would look,
Yeah.
the next year after all these things happening with like program like being cut and
Yeah.
stuff. And so we did have like a little window for putting ourselves in the transfer portal.
So were you allowed to put yourself in the portal because like after
head
it closed
coach
because
left.
the
Yeah.
head coach left?
There is a rule I didn't know, of course,
I didn't
but
know
like
that
when that
either.
happened, like they were like, yeah, you have like a window of like maybe like 2 weeks or like a week to like put yourself in the portal if you want to.
Okay.
Because it was closed
Yeah,
already.
because what does ours open? What, like
May, like the first week of May or like the second,
and
right
then
after
it's closed
the
by
season
the
is
end of
done.
May, right?
Yeah.
And so I felt like, I needed to put myself in the transfer portal and consider other option. I thought it was good the fact that the assistant coach didn't take it like as a bad thing. Like I felt like I kind of had like a backup plan if I didn't find anything better, you know. Because anyway, she also found herself in a tough situation because then she had to step up as a head coach, and she's like still very young. Yeah, she's still there. But she was very young at the time. It was her first year like coaching.
26.
Yeah,
that was her first year as a college coach, and then
Yes,
oh wow,
She
And then
was
she
finishing her master's, like as an
so she was
assistant
like,
coach.
wow.
Yeah.
So she was kind of like a GA.
kind
of.
of. And then the next year she stepped up as a head coach.
Oh geez.
So that was like, but yeah, so that's kind of how it went.
Yeah, so y'all came here together. Were there any other girls that entered the portal as well and ended up transferring?
Yeah, I think that was also one of like the main reasons why I entered the portal. Right after the season like ended, one of the girls decided to transfer before this happened.
But just cause.
Yeah. So we had like one
Already.
less.
So that was already kind of like, oh, okay.
But like we didn't know, but like it was like fine, like it was like a personal reasons that like we were okay. And then like when this happened, like we all like started
You
like
probably
it
like,
was
panicked a little bit.
Yeah. It was the two of us and then another Italian.
Okay. Where'd she
and
end up going?
She went to Utah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Emma Valletta, my friend.
Oh, Emma.
Yeah.
Two Emmas. Well, that's awesome. So now to the process, yes, the transfer portal. What was it like, I guess, for being recruited in the portal compared to when you were doing it out of high school, or what Americans call it, high school or junior tennis?
I feel like for me, like I felt like I was much more rushed.
Yeah.
Maybe for the situation that we were in, like it was not like.
School probably started a month later.
Yeah. Transferring is always, I feel like you have less time and like you gotta decide what you wanna do and like don't lose like your opportunities or like, I guess that's the same when you're like going through the recruiting process. But like, I felt like I didn't have enough time and I was like so stressed. And you also, at least for me, like I was getting like much more like coaches contact.
Yeah, like they were
much more people were like actually
results,
reaching out to
too,
me
from like the college results, and then
Yeah.
in the college, I guess, like tennis transfer portal, you can see what we call UTR, like your win-loss record, I think, like all that. Whereas sometimes in junior tennis, at least I don't know how it works for internationals, but for like American junior tennis, I don't want to say it's easy to be recruited, but we have like the one website. And it's pretty straightforward. You can see
for us,
all the stars, but
for us, it's probably more just like the ITF junior,
And
like
sometimes that's not
those
a good
rankings that
representation.
Are just,
and also like, I guess like it's harder to like know like what's actually your level, like being international. Maybe you were playing like who knows where, and like coaches here maybe they don't know, and it's probably like they trust more the American like.
Because it's weird to think because our head coach didn't see either one of y'all play.
Yeah.
And he recruited y'all. Did he make you like send like a video of you playing or anything, or like a match?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I did when I was like when I got recruited.
Yeah.
But like this time, no. I think it was more like. Yeah, I remember. I actually talked to him when he was at Illinois.
Oh yeah.
So
I
like
didn't know that.
I did talk to him. So like. I already had like his number.
It also helps that he's also from Argentina, so you kind of have that to, I guess, go off of. So the first one to commit was Tizi, right?
Yeah.
And then I just remember seeing on Instagram like, oh, like we signed someone.
I remember.
I was like, oh, like yeah, this is great. And
I remember texting coach and I was like, well, my friend Emmy.
And then like what, a week later? I see Emma.
I wanted to decide so bad, and I was waiting for her because we had like options to go together to like
exactly. That's what I was about to say. Like putting yourself in the transfer portal in like July means that probably just like few schools are gonna talk to you because like they also already like create their team,
especially with tennis. There's only 8 scholarships.
Exactly.
Like
So,
there's not that many.
At the end of the day, like the three of us that we were in the transfer portal at the same time from VCU, we kind of got the same offers from the same schools.
She didn't want to come here,
and I mean, I don't know. She just felt like she wanted to go to Utah.
Yeah.
But I also felt like a different, like Utah. I didn't feel like it was the right program for me, you know. And I feel like you just base everything on the phone calls that you have with like the coaches and stuff.
So speaking of the phone call, how was the phone call?
No, I remember like I called him like I was in the car the first time, and like I mean he just asked me like what happened, like why am I like, you know, he wanted to know
typical transfer portal stuff.
And I'm like, well, you know, like the coach left, like I don't know what to do. I just want to find a new school, and like I guess like we just talked, and I think I talked about like visiting here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna go to like a few schools, like the 3 schools that I was thinking of going.
What were the other 2 schools?
Oregon and Iowa.
Oh, Big Ten rivals.
Yeah.
And then like I didn't, because I didn't have time. I just wanted to make a decision, and like it wasn't gonna change anything. So basically I think we called maybe just once, because like it was pretty the process. Yeah, we didn't have like.
And then Emma, same for you, like
for me it was actually I was playing a tournament in Monastir that week, and I remember like talking to coaches like in between matches and stuff, and always like trying to find the time to talk to them and get as much information as I could. And then the thing I remember, I was there for 2 weeks, and whenever they started calling me, it was like at the very, very beginning of the first week. So I told all of them, hey, like I'm not gonna make a decision until I get home and I talk to my parents about it, because like I actually don't know what to do. And then I remember like I just like kept talking with Herman and the coach from Oregon as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did talk with Charlotte for a little long as well. So they were kind of like the 3 last like option that I had. And then, just decided on coming here.
Yeah. So then obviously y'all committed to coming here. I found out through an Instagram post. I gave it a like, gave you a follow. Obviously, of course, I was like, these are going to be my new teammates. What's the first thing, the most important? Got to give them a follow on Instagram, right? So what was it like actually coming here without like visiting? I didn't visit or take a visit whenever I was in the portal coming here, but it's a little different. Like I know, I guess like college in America, like I know the big schools, like what it's like the football culture, like everything like that. But what was that like coming here, not having any idea? You probably didn't even know what the state of Nebraska was before.
No, I actually had no idea. Like Nebraska sounded like, I probably didn't know that it was like actually an
wait. When you think of America, what state do you think of?
Florida.
You, Emma?
Yeah, California,
Florida, New York, and I always go with Texas.
Yeah,
you got to give.
Texas. I feel like it's up there.
It better be. It better be. Yeah. But so what was that like coming here without having any clue what you're getting yourself into, other than the phone call and obviously having each other?
I mean, I think I got here first.
Yes,
we had our apartment together. You opened the door for me.
I opened the door. I remember walking down Atmosphere, and our assistant coach Maddie was dropping her off, and I was like, "Nice to meet you."
Yeah, it was so awkward.
I was like, "This is so awkward."
But I don't know. I remember like I go here. I didn't have like toilet paper. I didn't have anything. So like, and everything was closed.
Yes,
and I couldn't even take a shower because I didn't have
the shower curtain.
Yes. So I went to the El Potrero.
I call it. I gotta expose myself. I call it El Patotos. I can't remember what I said this one time, but I go, "Yeah, guys, like I went to El Potretro," and they're like, "That's just not how you say it." I go, "What is it, El Patoto?" And then now everything it has Oto behind it, and now I just call it El Patotos. But did you like El? I mean, can you say it correctly?
She did actually, because once I got here, that's where she told me
Took
to
you?
go.
Yeah,
So we went
yeah.
together.
So
Yes.
when did you get here? How long after TZ?
Probably 3 days, but it
Yeah.
was like
Gosh, I
very
don't remember
long
that.
3 days. I also forgot my keys at Walmart the first day I went.
that. Wait, did I take you back or did you take a bus?
I think Maddie took me back.
Dang, that wasn't very nice of me. I do remember you leaving them at Walmart though.
Yeah.
In the cart.
So
yeah.
it
In the
wasn't
cart.
like, it was a very like stressful first day, I would
Yeah.
say. I mean, first hours, because it was at night. Like I went to sleep. But yeah, but then I don't know. I feel like the football thing, it was a little bit like impressive for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have that at
Definitely.
BCU, and like I mean
Well, what was their
basketball.
sport? Was it basketball?
Yeah,
Okay.
It was like a
basketball.
pretty big sport, but like it wasn't the same. And like the seeing like people at the streets and like just how like a game day is,
Yeah.
it was like crazy and like really. I mean, I loved it.
I remember the first game day whenever y'all came
Oh,
to my
yeah.
apartment.
Oh, yeah.
I had on my cowboy boots, I had on my jersey.
And I was wearing
Yeah,
like a
we were
Nebraska
wearing a
tennis
Nebraska
shirt,
tennis
bro.
shirt. Yes.
I was like, these girls probably think I'm
You should have
so
said
weird.
something, bro, to us.
I was debating which cowboy boots to wear that day, and they probably thought I was crazy. And now, obviously, the more you get to know somebody, you realize that I make that basically my entire personality. Would you say that what's the one thing that has surprised you about being here? It doesn't have to be athletic related or anything, just Nebraska in general.
For me, it's like the facilities compared to like the city in general, because like you get here and it's not like a super big city,
Yeah.
but then we have like great facilities.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, they just like did everything for like athletics
Yeah.
basically and for student athletes. And like around here, yes, there is something, but it's not like a big city.
The city kind of does revolve around the school, which I think
Exactly.
is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and then when you come back, we're going to talk all about team culture and what the Nebraska women's tennis team is actually like. So stay tuned, and you are listening to First Serve Live on 93.7 The Ticket.
Seems like just the other day, I was building my first house. I've seen many changes to our building market in Lincoln. It's been a fun road.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
We hear this a lot where I don't want to live in a cookie cutter home. Well, let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. One thing that we started doing early on was we started building neighborhoods. I'm a firm believer in character in your street and in your neighborhood. I like choice. I like variation. I like maybe something a little bit different in a neighborhood that you don't see in every neighborhood. I think it's great to have choices, its uniqueness, and I think that's what gives a neighborhood character. And I think that's what we've done over the years.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Hey, this is Jay Foreman, the host of Old School, 3 to 6 p.m. here at 93.7 The Ticket. And one of my favorite things to do is come down and meet all the fans before and after as they cheer on our beloved Huskers.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Let's fly. Your next trip starts at Lincoln Airport with American Airlines. Now flying nonstop service to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Chicago. American Airlines connects Lincoln to major hubs and destinations around the globe. Wherever you're headed, LNK gets you there with new nonstop flights on American Airlines. Convenient, fast, and stress-free. Book your next flight at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, Call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
This is Grant Wister. I played at Nebraska, and after football, I wanted to build something in Nebraska that I was genuinely proud of. Champ Roofing is that. We built the whole company around one idea: do the job right and treat people well. Roof replacements, inspections, gutters, siding, whatever you need, our team is going to show up, communicate with you, and handle it with real care. Nebraska homeowners deserve that. Visit us at champ-roofing.com or call 402-858-7449.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah, good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
John just tried Runza's new Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger with its sweet heat bacon jam, pepper jack cheese, bacon, and cream cheese.
Whoa, this burger's like totally...
What?
You know, boom, 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 boom.
Not sure I'm getting it.
It's totally jammin'?
Ah, I see. Well, don't jam with your mouth full. Try the Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rush into your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Seems like just the other day I was building my first house. I've seen many changes to our building market in Lincoln. It's been a fun road.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, we hear this a lot where I don't want to live in a cookie cutter home. Well, let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. One thing that we started doing early on was we started building neighborhoods. I'm a firm believer in character in your street and in your neighborhood. I like choice. I like variation. I like maybe something a little bit different in a neighborhood that you don't see in every neighborhood. I think it's great to have choices, its uniqueness, and I think that's what gives a neighborhood character. And I think that's what we've done over the years.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Back to First Serve on 93.7 The Ticket. Here is your host, Reya Lee Coe.
Welcome back to First Serve Live on 93.7 The Ticket. Once again, I'm Reya Lee Coe, joined here today with two of my teammates on the Nebraska women's tennis team, Emma Rizzetto and Tiziana Rossini. All three of us are juniors, and we have been together since sophomore year. And before break, I said we were going to talk about team culture, but before we get into that, I guess actually it'll end up playing into it whenever I talk about our 3 losses at the beginning of Big Tens and kind of just how we stuck together, saw it out, and trusted the process in that sense. So I kind of just what I said. We started 0-3 in Big Tens. We lost to Illinois, Northwestern, and Michigan. So the Illinois match, we had a match point to get the doubles point, so we automatically start up 1-0. And then I think 5 out of the 6 singles that we're playing were all 3 sets.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that really could have gone either way. I mean, I didn't feel bad about losing that at all. I mean, obviously it did stink, like losing, especially when it was so close, but it didn't feel like we lost. Was it 4-1 or 4-0 on paper?
I think it was 4-0 actually.
Yeah, on paper it showed we lost 4-0, which I guess technically means we didn't win a match, but I didn't feel like it was a 4-0 like momentum, like because we had 5 out of the 6 singles being the 3 sets.
No, it was actually like a 4-hour.
Yeah, it was a long match.
I feel like, I don't know, like coming into like Big Tens is never like easy.
Yeah.
And then like of course you kind of have to get used to like that intensity, or like not that the other teams that we played before like weren't like good, but like
we respected them, but our schedule was kind of to get some wins on the paper. We had a couple tougher matches at the beginning, which I think we could all agree we didn't love necessarily playing them. We lost a couple ones that I think if we played now, it would be the complete opposite
we are in a
score.
better spot, yes.
We're in a better spot now, but obviously that came with time, and maybe those matches that we didn't do so great against, like when we played Kansas and Wichita State, maybe having those quote unquote, I don't want to say bad loss, but I guess more upsetting losses like did help us, maybe kick us in the butt a little bit. After Illinois, we played Northwestern, and that was our first 3-4 match of the year. I choked my doubles match, and I think it was a 5-1 in my doubles, and we were playing a 6. I needed one more game, and unfortunately did not win that one, but I'm not entirely, I can't even remember how the other ones went. It's crazy to think it's been like 6 or 7 weeks doing this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our first 3-4 loss of the year. And TZ, I hate to put you on the spot here, but it unfortunately came down to your court at 3-3. Could have happened to anybody. It's not, we win together as a team, we lose together as a team. But talk about what it felt like, not even the winning or the losing, just what it felt like coming down to that 3-3 match, knowing it's all up to you, or left to you, not all up to you.
I would say like it's a good feeling. I like to be in that position, but of course like then you gotta be
that guy.
Yeah. It's like you're either the hero or
it's like it hurts.
I mean, it's not that you're gonna be the worst person ever. Like if you lose, and like it's fine. Like we lost as a team.
Yeah.
But it hurts a little bit extra. But I feel like it's like this match, I didn't feel like, I mean, I felt like in the third set,
she picked her game up in the third. I would agree.
I think we went like 3-0 when I started like the third set.
Yeah.
So it was basically the whole set.
Yeah.
Or maybe I was like 1-0.
No,
like,
it was
at
close.
the very
I remember. Because
beginning.
Kat was like 6-6, like 7-6, 7-6.
But then like I think I tried like my best, and it was a very long match.
Yeah.
And very physical, and like I was still like feeling good, of course tired, but like she was too. But I just didn't, I don't know, she played really good, and like I didn't really have the chance to like do much more.
She picked up her level a lot because you won the second set.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she probably
but I think it was
like
6-7 or 5-7, 7-6 or
Yeah.
5-7, 6-4 or something like that. Like
so it was close.
very close. And then the third set, I mean, the points were long, but like then she would hit like a winner or something that I was like, okay, yeah, like good for you, you know, like she really like play like much more aggressive, I'll say, and like I wasn't able to like adjust.
Yeah, or like get the momentum back from the second set.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I actually like sometimes losing the second set, because then, okay, obviously I'd never want to actually lose it. But if I'm going to choose to win the first or the second set, I actually think I'd choose to win the first, because then I feel like it like kicks me in the butt a little bit more for the third.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, if that does happen, I wouldn't ever like to be in that position, but with tennis, that just kind of happens. Momentum shifts literally every one point can change momentum. Like you can literally feel the momentum like in a tennis match if you come watch. Also, we play tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
At 1 p.m. against Iowa, and this is like make it or break it time. Like we want to take it to these Hawkeyes for a bunch of different reasons, but we're kind of doing the same in the Big Ten. Every year we have like a pretty good match with them, and we're not sure if it's going to be inside or outside yet. I think it's looking like it's inside because there's supposed to be some rain.
Supposed to be rain, but then
it might be delayed.
Temperature should be good enough to be outside if we decide to. It's literally just up to the rain, I guess.
Yeah, we had played actually a midweek match this week against Creighton, which was a added match probably like 3 or 4 weeks ago whenever we went to Charleston and our matches got canceled. And then we just, not random, it wasn't random, but yeah, just I guess it was a random Wednesday. We ended up deciding to play, but we played that outside maybe in preparation to play outside against Iowa. But okay, I got distracted. Back to the Northwestern and then to Michigan. So yeah, our team lost 3-40 against Northwestern, but I mean, it felt like a good match. Obviously, it was a little heartbreaking, especially after the loss to Illinois on that Friday before, and knowing that it actually could have been 3-4 again the other way.
Yeah.
And then going into Michigan, that one hurt, even though Michigan is top 5, top 10.
Yeah. I feel like we had like a better chances this year. I felt like that like before getting into the match because like they weren't having they were really good and like
they weren't having as good of results as they had in the past, and we also like had felt good about our preparation going in, and I thought that was going to be our chance. I actually played really good that match. I didn't get to finish my match, but that was a good match. But it was a little like defeating because it wasn't a very long match. We lost 4-0.
Yeah. But I think that gave us like
it kicked us in the
motivation,
butt a little bit.
to like because then after that I think everything changed.
Everything changed
like,
after those
Michigan
3 matches.
State, we were still like in this like process, but I think like after Michigan State, that it was a good win. Like it was 4-3. It could have gone the other way too. Like it that's kind of how it goes. Like it could have gone like both ways. And,
because I feel like we have been talking about like a lot of things,
like opportunities.
Since like the very beginning.
I've been
of
hearing
the
that
season.
word for the last 3 years.
Yeah, but you don't really get to that moment like until we actually start Big Ten and having like to play those like matches, at like a higher level. And then I feel like with Illinois, we lost 4-0, but then it's a close match, but we still don't get the win. And then it's Northwestern, we get really close 4-3, but again, it's
you
a
don't
loss.
get the win. Yeah.
And then Michigan, I mean, I guess they're better, so it went how it went. And then Michigan State was actually I think
that was like the fuel too. That was the
Yes.
spark to our fire. We really ignited that
because it
fire.
could have gone the other way, but like when you actually get the win 4-3, like it feels different.
Yeah, it's one match, but it's like
it's literally like one match, but it's.
I
don't
remember
know,
the
it just
airport,
felt
the
so
car
good.
ride to the airport after that match. That felt good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And looking back at it now, I'm like, wow, I was really. I mean, celebrate all your wins or like even the little wins. But looking back, I'm like, wow, we celebrated that one win like no
'cause
other.
We also had like that thing from last year. Because like I think at last year it was the complete opposite. Like after that we went like down.
Oh yeah. That was the turning point last year, especially like for me too. Like I feel like I mentally like felt a little defeated last year after losing to Michigan State. But we got to tell the people what we did at Michigan State that other than obviously the tennis.
Oh yeah.
But superstition wise, we have a new team dance. And if you were listening to the last segment, this El Patoto comes back in because I call this dance the El Manoto. Wait, what do I call it? The El Matoto? Something Oto.
El Menetoto.
El Menetoto. Yes, that's what I call it. But it's called the El Meneito.
Yes.
Did I say it correctly?
Yes.
And Tizi, I'll let you explain the El Meneito.
Okay, so that's basically a dance. Like it's a song. The song is called El Meñadito. And then like that's what we dance like back home, like in like a I don't know, like a wedding or like, I mean, not like when you go out. Like,
it's like the Argentina
young
version
people.
of Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
probably
we
that's
go
what
like
it is.
all together and like, yeah. So I don't know how, like
We just
somehow
started-
one day,
yeah.
I showed them, and now we did it before the match and we won, and now
And
we just kept
doing
winning.
it.
So we just
for the next
kept doing
5 matches, for the next 4 matches, we won 4-3, and we just kept doing
Yes.
it. But what was funny is Masha, who was on last week, she didn't do the dance the first time. She just watched it because she was like coming back from the bathroom. So
Yeah.
the second time we were like, no, like you can't do
You
it.
can be here.
And she actually never did it until we lost last week to
Yeah.
Ohio State. And then on Sunday, whenever we played Penn State, we were like, okay, Mash, that's your turn.
Now
Like,
you
this
can
time you
join.
gotta do it.
So now she's back in it.
Yes.
But that's honestly, I think that's something that I'm going to remember probably the rest of my life
Yeah.
with this season. And it's been like, I mean, also I got to learn something from Argentina. So now if I ever go down there, I can be like, yeah, I totally know what that is. Maybe they'll start playing it. I can show them my moves and everything. But I think that's been pretty awesome, especially to see how we're making our move now through the Big Ten, especially playing Iowa tomorrow. But if you didn't know, we're also, for our pre-match meal, we are hitting up the Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill because it has your front row seat. We are definitely going to be diving into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and frosty drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the wall, so you'll never miss a play. Unfortunately, our matches are not there, but you can come watch those in person. Rally your crew and cheer for your team, and you can take advantage of game night specials every week. It's located by the airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street. This is the Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back. You're listening to First Serve Live on 93.7 The Ticket.
Nutrition Authority presents Fusion 30, an ultra premium protein ideal for anyone wanting to look, feel, and perform their best. Fusion 30 can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today for a free sample, visit with a certified nutritionist, and get better than internet pricing. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors and Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors and Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors and Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
93.7 The Ticket is Lincoln's home for Kansas City Royals baseball in 2026. Catch all the action as Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and a pitching rotation led by Cole Reagans try to lead the Royals back to the postseason. That's Kansas City Royals baseball all summer long. On the air in Lincoln at 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you looking for a fresh new hangout spot? Let me tell you about Liquid Assets Sports Bar, where Mondays mean new weekly drink and food features. With 23 taps, a full lineup of cans and bottles, and 40 TVs blasting every sports package out there, you'll never worry about missing a play. Savor high-end spirits at their stylish top-shelf bar, enjoy a healthy menu, family-friendly atmosphere, and catch all of your favorite teams every day. Doors open daily at 11 a.m. Liquid Assets Sports Bar, located at 2755 Jamie Lane in South Lincoln.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Hey everyone, this is Austin Orman from Old School with Foreman and Orman, live from 1040 O Street in the heart of downtown Lincoln, weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. My favorite thing about downtown Lincoln has to be the year-round energy. Downtown Lincoln never stops. It's easy to get to, has everything you could need or want in dining, entertainment, and retail, and of course it has Lincoln's best sports talk, proudly located in downtown Lincoln on the corner of 11th and O.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Is your air conditioner ready for the hot weather ahead? Get it checked now before you really need it. Call Bryant now to schedule your spring air conditioning service check. No matter what brand equipment you have, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean, inspect, and test to make sure it's ready to cool efficiently when hot weather hits. Stay cool and comfortable with air conditioning services from Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111 to schedule your AC check. Bryant, whatever it takes.
At DWE Generations, having a plan matters, especially when it comes to protecting what's most important. They work with individuals, families, and business owners to help make smart financial decisions that support life today and set the foundation for generations. David Darlington, Russell Walton, and Cody Eiler bring decades of experience, and their dedicated team provides follow-through, answering questions, explaining next steps, and staying connected as life evolves. DWE Generations, a generational wealth planning firm. DWE Generations is a marketing name for individuals doing business as representatives of Northwestern Mutual. Visit generations.nm.com or call 402-483-7871 and ask for David, Russell, or Cody.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement. There are so many realtors in Lincoln and Omaha, but don't get overwhelmed by all the no-names, plus all the different companies. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate is your go-to option, whether buying or selling residential, luxury, leasing, investment properties, or commercial property, small or large. Ben's team offers decades of experience, unbeatable customer service, and promises to fully protect your interests throughout the entire transaction. Call 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate.
Nutrition Authority presents Fusion 30, an ultra premium protein ideal for anyone wanting to look, feel, and perform their best. Fusion 30 can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today for a free sample, visit with a certified nutritionist, and get better than internet pricing. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors and Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors and Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors and Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
Back to First Serve on 93.7 The Ticket. Here is your host, Reya Lee Coe.
Welcome back to First Serve Live on 93.7 The Ticket. We're going to wrap up this awesome hour session today. I cannot believe I convinced you to come on today. I go through kind of my list of who I know would want to be on the show. A couple of the other girls just wouldn't want to be. And I had been telling Emma and TZ from the very first, I guess, time I got him, I'm like, I want you two to come back on, or not come back on, to come on the show. I want to talk about how you two came together. I also think that speaks a lot about, I guess, just your friendship in general. Like the fact that y'all came here together from a different school. It's like, wow, I didn't want to get away from you. And here we are almost 2 years later. It's crazy to think that we're getting close to the end here.
Yeah.
It's really weird to think. I actually was like talking to our academic advisor the other day. I was like almost tearing up. I was like, I'm going to be graduating. I'm like, and she's like, you have another year. I'm like,
no, it's actually, it feels like
so weird to think.
I mean, we know that next year is going to go by so fast.
It's going to be
like,
so fast.
So that's why we're like, oh, wow.
I mean, I still remember the first day I met y'all.
Yeah.
So to end things off, I feel like I've asked Conley, Kat, and Mosh this whenever they've been on my show. What are y'all's pre-match superstitions, routines, just little things that only like you would understand about yourself?
Not very superstitious, actually. Just like to regrip my rackets.
Yeah.
Especially the one I usually try to pick one that I'm gonna use for that day.
Yeah.
Of course, like new strings, but I need to use the new string from the key, like from the warm up,
from the morning hit, like our hit around. or from like the pre-match warm-up? Or
No,
either?
from the warm-up like an hour before the match.
Okay.
And then sometimes like just listening to music. Just kind of like these things.
TZ, do you have any?
I used to have like so many when I was like playing juniors. Like I used to wear like first round all the same clothes. Like if I were to win, I would wear like a different outfit. Like, but it was always the same. Like semifinals will be one, the finals one.
Nice. You know what was the worst part about that? That I would keep the best outfits
for the last
day, and then I would never get there. I would never get to wear those.
Gosh, no, that actually, I feel like, because you don't want to waste the best outfit on the first day.
No,
but like look good, play good.
That's what you say. No, right now I don't have like as many. I would say like read my rackets. I'm probably having the same routine. Like playing on Wednesday, it was actually like weird, and like even practicing today, you know, like we get used to the same routine, and I feel like that's something that that's kind of my super.
It kind of makes you feel like it's a game day. You know, like waking up, doing the morning hit or whatever, not having class. It feels different.
No, it really did. This week I was like so confused the entire week. I was like, oh, we had our match on Wednesday. Now we play on Saturday. It's kind of nice because we're going to have obviously Sunday off, but it's going to be weird because we're going to practice on Monday.
Yeah.
Normally we have Mondays off, so it's going to be a longer week before we head to Wisconsin and Minnesota while we wrap up regular season. But yeah, tomorrow is our last home match at 1 p.m. Like I said, we are playing Iowa. And that one, we're gonna need people to show up, and maybe TZ will wear her headband. TZ, can we confirm the headband, or are we no more headband?
I mean, I lost when I wore it. That's
okay,
why
so
I
maybe
didn't wear
not.
it again. So I can't promise that.
That's so funny, but I guess same thing. The El Meneito has been our team superstition, but seriously, guys, tomorrow at the Sid and Hazel Dillon Tennis Center, 1 p.m. against Iowa, and then we're wrapping it up next week on Friday and Sunday away versus Wisconsin and Minnesota before we head to the Big Ten tournament at Ohio State. But I think tomorrow they should have the concessions open if you want to get a hot dog and grab a beer. But you got to be loud if you do. And we hope to see you here. And yeah, you just listen to First Serve Live on 93.7 The Ticket.